Okay, so let's get into the topic, guys. So honestly, like, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a, I guess, just makeup video and talking about my experience in the Jayla Koriyan YouTube hustle course. So I went to Target, of course. Y'all know I love Target. I'll be in Target at least 3-4 times a week, period. I love Target. And I got a whole bunch of e.l.f. stuff, so I'm about to show y'all what I got first, then we're gonna get straight into the video. So I got some e.l.f. charcoal under eye patches. Why did my camera just go pink? I got some e.l.f. foundation. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see how this works out. I really don't know how this is gonna work. I got this e.l.f. water essence, and I love this actually. It feels amazing on my face. I got an e.l.f. brow pencil. We trying this too. We trying a whole bunch of stuff today. I got e.l.f. bronzer. I got an e.l.f. foundation buffing brush because I saw Kayla Cake use this and I was like, oh baby, that looks fine. Let me get that. Then I got some e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in pink Cosmo. And then I got some e.l.f. dewy mist. And then this is just a face mask. And let me get some water and then we about to get straight into the video, y'all. Oh, I forgot. I have this e.l.f. Camo concealer. I have that color and I also have this color. And I have the sponge, this sponge. So these are the products that I'm going to be using today. It's mostly e.l.f. and if some of the products don't work, then I'm going to just add in makeup products that I already have to see if we can make this look better. Now, as you guys know, if you don't know, I'm still practicing makeup. I ain't all that cool yet, so we're just going to do the best we can and hopefully it looks good enough to not look a dang on fool. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. This is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. Y'all know I'm a Benefit girl. I love Benefit brow pencils, but the Ulta's been closed and stuff, so they're back open now, but you can't like touch the products and stuff. And I forgot if I'm a shade 5 or 6, so I'm just practicing with other stuff right now while everything is closed. I don't have to be a little heavy-handed with this, but at the same time it could just be me because like I just said, I'm still practicing with this. Okay, so now I'm about to put on the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, so let's get into the topic, guys. Okay, so Jayla Koriyan's YouTube hustle course. If you don't know Jayla Koriyan, if you don't know Jayla Koriyan, she's a YouTuber and stuff and have like the platforms and stuff or whatever. But she had a 2-week YouTube hustle course or whatever for $100. For the first day it was like $49. Then after that it was like $100, and it's just supposed to teach you like the ins and outs of YouTube. If you don't know what it is, you can go to her Instagram and you can look at the pictures, her professional pictures that she posts. Under the caption it told you exactly what it was, if you don't know what it is and you want to know what it is. We're about to try out this foundation, y'all. I'm so scared because first of all, this don't look my color, but you can't test it, so it's like you just have to use it to know. And I don't want to put this, I guess I'm gonna put it on my hands. Oh, I'm so nervous about this. This looks too light. Like in the packaging it looked like it could probably be my color. No, it kind of looks like, okay, wow. I'm gonna have to mix this. Heck no. Okay, y'all, sorry, can't use a e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna mix it with Maybelline Fit Me. No, that's not Maybelline Fit Me. Maybelline Super Stay Cappuccino. Honestly look like it's gonna give me the perfect mixture. Okay, so the class started July 6th, Monday, July 6th, and it was 2 weeks. We had classes every day, Monday through Saturday, and then on Sundays we didn't have class. First of all, it was 2 weeks and it was $100. That is cheap. Like, I'm not saying $100 is not a lot of money, but first of all, if you really look up YouTube courses from like business people who do business YouTubers and stuff like that, and they teach you how to make money on YouTube and stuff, those classes are $2,000. If not, they're $500 and up. And I know that to be a fact. I'm not saying everybody, I did not put no concealer under my eyebrows. Wow. I'm not saying everybody's is that price. What I am saying though is that I felt like $100 for 2 weeks was literally like amazing. I don't think it really could have gotten any better than that, especially because for the first day it was $49, and if I'm not mistaken, I recall seeing it again and it being $60 something. So personally, I don't care if I learned one thing out the whole class. that is not a lot of money. That is not a big investment. You're investing in yourself. This is like saying, okay, this is what you want to do in your life. This is the career you want to have or whatever. Like how people go to college to be a nurse, or people go to college to be a doctor. This was our little 2-week college to be a YouTuber influencer, or whatever the case may be, whatever you want to call it. People pay tens of thousands of dollars for that. People pay $40,000 in all of this to go to college, and you can meet people who say, oh, I ain't learned nothing in college. So for $100, you cannot beat that. I really hope this light is not messing up, because when I say, oh, this is the most perfect combination I have ever used. I'm gonna just take this e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Chestnut, and this is what I'm gonna use under my brows. Actually, it kind of looks pretty close to my color, so I'm gonna mix it with this e.l.f. Tan Sand, and this is what I'm going to use for my concealer under my eyes. So honestly, like, I follow and I watch a lot of YouTubers and stuff who actually give like tea on YouTube. Like I'm talking about they tell, well, I ain't gonna say they give tea, because I feel like people can tell you how to do YouTube, but it's like your brand and your channel and stuff is you. So you still have to, you know, make the channel or whatever the case may be. But I follow a lot of people who teach you about the analytics of YouTube, who teach you about equipment in YouTube, who teach you strategies to grow and all kind of things like that. So I personally feel like I know a lot about YouTube. Like, that's not to toot my own horn or anything or whatever like that, but I really feel like I know a lot about YouTube, or I've just studied a lot about YouTube. I really wasn't expecting to, I'm gonna talk about what I expected from the class in a few, but I really wasn't expecting to leave with like me personally, I wasn't expecting to leave with, oh my god, I've never heard this before ever, because I know I watch a lot of people that is, one, they be hard to find, and two, is like they talk a lot about it already. So I already wasn't expecting to be like super duper mind blown or whatever. Of course I wanted to learn something new, because what's the point of getting into class if I'm not gonna learn anything new? But I wasn't expecting to be like super duper duper blown away, because I just know I knew a lot or whatever. But for $100, the people who I follow, their classes are $2,000, their classes $1,500, their classes is $500. But I wasn't expecting her to give me her whole college degree for $100. It's literally just a $100 class. If she would have did that, she would have never had room to have another class, or room to, like, I was not expecting her to give me her whole college degree for $100. I felt like this would be a beginner class, and she probably was gonna have another class. Like, that's just what I already thought about it. So I personally think it was a very good investment, very great investment. So I'm gonna take Chestnut and I'm gonna put it under my eyes first. So the next thing that I'm gonna talk about is what I expected from the class. I'm just going to put the lighter shade right on top. I expected her to say, oh, be consistent with your channel. Oh, make sure you plan out whatever the case may be. Oh, make sure you stay doing the trending things, because social media right now is like very relevant heavy. So if you're doing something that's irrelevant, nobody really cares. Like, I expected her to talk about stuff like that. I'm gonna spray my beauty blender with the dewy setting mist. When she gave us the syllabus and she told us she was gonna show us how to do thumbnails and stuff like that, I expected her to use Canva or whatever the case may be, because a lot of people might need to use a free option or whatever like that. So I expected a lot of what she said, but I feel like I personally looked at the class just like a book. I can read this whole book of it, but if I get one chapter out this book or one line out this book that's like mind-blowing, I feel like it's worth, like, I feel like it's worth it. Because when you sign up for like a class that's so broad, or we're gonna talk about the YouTube hustle, she can talk about so many things, especially because they had 700 people, or by the end of it, it's saying 900 people. I don't really know how many people that was actually in there, but it's a whole bunch of people. So out of all 700 of us, she could have literally wowed and helped 500 people. But because the topic is so big, you're really not going to be able to give everybody every single thing that they want to know. So I'm not going to say, oh, it wasn't worth it, because she didn't teach me how to get brand deals. First of all, you can tell by the syllabus that it was already a beginner's class. If she's teaching you how to do thumbnails, it seems like she was focusing toward people who had very small channels, or like people who never started a channel or whatever. Well, yeah, for people who have channels already, you already know how to do that or whatever. But I'm just like, you always want to be a student. You always want to be fresh on the new softwares. You always want to be fresh on new things. So I took it as, okay, you know what? I already know how to make a thumbnail. I already know how to make a banner. But I could take the few tips that the person gave and I could make a new one. I could refresh my channel. Even if I feel like I don't want to rebrand myself. Okay, people get tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over again. So let me switch my banner up seasonal or whatever the case may be. So I'm not saying I didn't learn anything new from the class, because I most definitely did learn some stuff. My eyes was open to some stuff, but mostly I just took it as, okay, let me show up for myself every day. Let me show up and show that I can still be a student even if I feel like I know these things or whatever the case may be. And I'm not going to say, oh, I'm not going to take the class no more because I know a lot about what she's saying. I'm going to take this time to rebrand and actually be strategic about what I put on my banner. Make sure that whatever I put on my banner, I show up to that or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm not going to lie. When she initially posted it and she said guest speakers, I did think that the guest speakers would be other YouTubers. What made me think that? I have absolutely no idea, because she never ever said that. If I'm not mistaken, she never said that she was gonna have other YouTubers there. So I really don't know why I was thinking that, but I was probably just getting my hopes up or whatever. But I was okay with the guest speakers that she had. One of the guest speakers kind of was all over the place, but it's like the things that I did know, I just went with. Things that I felt like she explained better, I just went with. Like, I just sat there and just like, okay, this is what she's trying to say. Maybe she can't get it out. You never know. Everybody's not a teacher, so everybody can't really teach. I know a lot of people that are very educated, but they're just not teachers. They can't explain to you what they're trying to say. So I just took whatever I felt like she was trying to say with it, and if I didn't understand what she was trying to say, either I try to ask a question like, what are you talking about? Not what are you talking about, but ask the question of trying to understand what she's saying. If not, I just go with it, and whatever I felt like she was talking about, I go do my own research. I was pretty okay with the guest speakers. Like, I don't know if the speaker who taught us about graphics does all her graphics. If he does, I think that's really nice that she gave us her resource. I know how to make graphics, but instead of me showing you, I'm gonna bring you to the source. I'm gonna let the person who make all my graphics teach you how he makes my graphics. I'm perfectly fine with that. Just like when you in school, every teacher that you have is not a great teacher. Every teacher that you have doesn't teach to your learning type, so then you just go do the extra mile yourself. Oh my gosh, Elf really cutting up. Like, this looks good. Like, I'm really shocked at this. This looks freaking good. First of all, I'm not that good at makeup. I'm still practicing makeup. I'm still learning makeup. Also, I was like, I hope this video is not too long, because I'm going to take my time. Really, overall during the class, I just really got motivated to show up strategically, not just posting just to post, making sure that what I'm posting actually aligns up with what I want for my brand in the future. Like, it was just cool having something to show up for every day that's like putting in the work for my channel. It was a good networking experience, no lie. It was a lot of people, so you really didn't have time to like actually connect with people, because it was just so many people texting at once. When I tell y'all, my phone would never stop vibrating. It's like zoom, 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 zoom. Like, it never ever stopped until like a couple days down the line. Then it was just like 600 notifications, but the first day is like 1,000 notifications. It was crazy. The way she did it was bomb. But a lot of people started trying to make it sub for sub, which I'm like, we not about to do that. I'm not about to sub for sub. At first I was like, oh, maybe these people like, you know, actually watching my channel, let me promote my channel and that. But once I started seeing that it was just people started actually saying sub for sub, I just got out the group and I just started texting. So I'm like, I'm not about to do this. That's a waste of time, because YouTube is going to delete the people that they feel like is not actually engaging in your content. And I don't want a bunch of subscribers and my watch time is whatever, or I don't want a bunch of subscribers and my views at 20. This is the bronzer. This is in tan, I guess. Yeah, I think this is in tan, but this is the only color I saw, so I don't know if this is the only color that they have or what. But the way she did it, she created chats for your niche. So if you was a lifestyle person, you could get in this chat. If you was a beauty person, you could get in this chat. If you was a fashion person, you can get in that chat, so you can talk with like-minded people. But like I said, it turned into something else, but that wasn't necessarily Jayla's fault. That was just whoever felt like, oh, let's do sub for sub. So yes, they're going to keep texting and keep texting and keep texting their stuff because they're trying to do sub for sub. So I don't feel like that was Jayla's fault at all, but I personally feel like she gave you the platform to network. So if you see that the way just going into the group and just chatting is not working, then you personally comment on somebody's thing, be like, what's your Instagram, and you connect over there. That's what I did. So I'm like, okay, this is a platform to network. I'm about to network. If it's not working in here, I'm going to do it elsewhere. So I'm like, somebody said, who in here from New Orleans? Okay, I'm from New Orleans too. So what's your Instagram? Let me go connect with you on Instagram, because we're never going to be able to talk in here ever. Like, it's too many messages. The message is going to get lost. And I wasn't only connecting with people from New Orleans. It was other people that I was like, okay, let's connect. We look like we got the same kind of content. I actually like your content. Tell you I like your content. So I feel like this bronzer could be a little more brownish. So I'm gonna mix it with the Ulta brand bronzer. Now onto the stuff like her being late and whatever the case may be. So the first day she was like buku late. Like, I'm talking about almost 2 hours. Like, she was like an hour and 15 minutes late. She was. So I just feel like this was her first course, this was her first class, so maybe she can just learn from this one. But I mean, our time zones was different, so I wasn't really tripping. But of course, as the professor, I would want her to be on time, most definitely. It's not nothing I wouldn't buy a part 2 behind. There was also one day where she showed us her analytics, and she was saying that she made $300,000 a year. But the way it looked on her computer, I think it looked like she made a lifetime of one of her channels. I really don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention to that part because I really don't care how much money she made. I know she made over $1. So show me how to make over $1. I'm gonna take it upon myself to make it 1 million. I'm gonna take it upon myself to make it 1,000. How much you made don't matter. Just show me the platform and show me the way to get monetized, and I'm gonna do the rest myself. So I really could care less about how much she made. I think it was cool that she was that open to show us her analytics and her behind the scenes of her channel. But it's not nothing that I'm like, oh my God, she didn't make enough money, or oh my God, she didn't show me how much she made. That's really the least of my worries. Like, one day she showed us how, if she don't feel like it, or how to make this one corner look like a whole set. A lot of people might know how to already do that, because like, I mean, I know how to do that. I bought a backdrop before, and I put a plant, you put a plant, anything look fine. But somebody else might have not like knew to do that. And I also like the fact that she did it while it was like live. I thought that was pretty cool. And she was open and she was chill. She wasn't like a robot talking to us, because I like to be personal with my teachers. Me and my cosmetology teacher was always personal with us. She wasn't like a robot standing in front of us talking. No, I don't like that. So honestly, I think the course was worth it. I think the course was amazing. I would take it all over again, even though I feel like I didn't learn mind-blowing things every single day. What I did learn, I put that into what I already knew, or what I felt like I already knew. I just took that time to rebrand that area of my channel, or just show up for myself every day, like as if I was in school, as if I actually applied to go to college for this. And it was a networking thing. I did meet somebody from New Orleans, which was really cool, because I don't really be seeing a lot of people, or I don't know a lot of people that do YouTube from New Orleans. So that was cool that I got to meet somebody from New Orleans. And I met some other people that was like my age, doing the same thing I like. And we have like a little group message on Instagram where we be talking or whatever. And like, oh, look at my thumbnail. How you think about my thumbnail? So I'm using this e.l.f. contour palette. So I'm gonna take this shade. It's a lighter shade, but it's like kind of yellowy. And then I'm gonna just take my foundation brush. I'm gonna dip it in the 2 bronzers, and then I'm also dip it in the Maybelline Fit Me, what is this, bronzer powder in shade Coconut. Then I'm gonna take the beauty blender that I just used and I'm gonna just press this in, because I don't really want to wipe this off, but I'm still gonna bronze it up after. But I'm gonna push as much powder as I can in my under eye. But the class got me super motivated to just film and post and plan out what I'm doing and network with people, not being scared to be like, you got the same type of like kind of subscriber count that I have. Do you want to network? We got the same type of content, the same type of niche. Do you want to network and just whatever? It got me motivated for that and inspired to do that. It got me motivated to just want to plan out my videos thoroughly. It got me motivated to being like, okay, don't be like lazy with your editing or whatever the case may be. Actually add pop-ups. Actually try to figure out the best way you can on iMovie, which is the class she had, which was really good. Figure out the best way you can on iMovie to make your videos look as Final Cut Pro as you can. Like, you know, sit down and actually plan out. If you had the time every day to get on class at a certain time every day, even if you take that same time that you started class and plan for your week or plan for your day or plan for your next video, do that or whatever. I like a little more nude type lips. Oh, let me spray my face with this. This had my face soaking wet. So yeah guys, all in all, I enjoyed the class. And I think it was pretty cool, and I think it was a good investment because it wasn't that expensive. It was only $100 for 2 weeks. I feel like that spray left droplets on my face. So guys, that's the end of this video. That's the end of this look. I hope you guys like this look. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Leave a comment down below, like this video, and follow me on Instagram, of course, because I be posting all kind of stuff on there, y'all, before I be posting on my YouTube or whatever. My name is in every single video that I post. My Instagram name is in my description in every single video that I post. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one.